Hey guys, how's it going? So this video is going to provide some information about the Apple Watch that you'll be wearing for the first 3 days of your training and the first week of your data collection. So first, I'm going to teach you guys how to wear it and how to use it, and at the end of the video, I'll answer some potential questions that you guys may have. So the Apple Watch actually calculates your activity levels by monitoring your heart rate and also your movement. So if we're looking at the Apple Watch and the watch face, there's 4 components on the main screen. A battery indicator in the top left corner, the time in the top right corner, the date across the bottom, and there's going to be 2 dashed lines that indicate the main lab application. Participants with stroke should be wearing the Apple Watch on their stronger arm, while participants without stroke should be wearing the Apple Watch on their dominant arm. Either way, the sensor should be worn for all waking hours of the day. The sensor should also not be worn over clothing because the heart rate sensor needs skin-to-skin contact. When putting an Apple Watch on, ensure that the fit is snug but not overly tight, and that the watch is sitting about 2 fingers widths below the bottom of your palm. You should be able to move your arm around and not have the watch move, but you should also have room to place 1 finger between your watch band and your skin. If you're experiencing any bruising, redness, or discomfort related to your watch, loosen the strap band a little and let the research team know. When you receive your devices, make sure that the Apple Watch is fully charged before you start your first week of training. Plug in the Apple Watch charger and place the underside of the watch on the circular end of the charging cable. It should magnetically snap into place, and you will see a green charging indicator appear. When you're beginning your first day of training, you should first take the Apple Watch off the sensor, put it on the appropriate wrist, and also connect it to the Wi-Fi. First, input the 4-digit code to unlock the watch, which is 1776. Then, if you're using Wi-Fi, you'll need to press the crown on the right side of the watch in 1 time, scroll by rotating the wheel to get to settings, or you can do this by just simply swiping on the screen. Click on settings, scroll to Wi-Fi, open Wi-Fi by clicking on it and selecting the Wi-Fi network that you would like to use. If the network is password protected, you'll be brought to a screen where you can enter the password. Similarly, if you do not have access to Wi-Fi, turn on the cellular data by simply pressing on the crown on the right side of the watch in 1 time, scrolling by rotating the wheel to get to settings, click on settings, scroll to cellular, open cellular by clicking on it, click the toggle on for cellular data, and switch it off when you have Wi-Fi access again. So our study requires that we collect data in 1-minute intervals, so it's really important that you keep the workout app on the watch for all waking hours of the day. So when you get up in the morning, right when you put the watch on, you should be turning on the workout app, and right at the end of the day, before you take off the watch, you should be turning it off. For this, press the crown on the right side of the watch in 1 time, scroll down and select the workout app. When not working out, keep the outdoor walk workout mode on, and if you're indoors, you can also keep the indoor walk workout on at all times. If Apple asks you, finishing workout, click no. If you do any type of workout during the day, such as running or weightlifting for exercises, select other modes of the workout like running or functional strength training. Once you finish your workout, put the outdoor walk mode back on. If your watch informs you of any software updates, make sure that you run this software update. For this, click the crown on the right, go to Settings, click General, click Software Update, and any software updates require Wi-Fi or cellular data, so make sure to keep those on. To send your Apple Watch activity data, turn on the main lab application and make sure to do this at the end of every day while connected to either Wi-Fi or cellular data. To do this from the main screen, tap on the two dashed lines that indicate the main lab application. This will open to a page that reads UVM Main Lab Health Monitor. Keep this open for a few minutes. The app will directly send your activity data to our research team. You can press the crown wheel in and it'll bring you back to the main watch screen. So you'll need to complete this step at least every day while connected to Wi-Fi or through the internet. Make sure that you wear the Apple Watch during all waking hours of the day, and if you remove the Apple Watch during the day, please document the times when you are not wearing the watch. Yes, so the workout app should be on at all times, and when you're not working out, you should be putting it on the indoor walk or outdoor walk application. And if you are working out, make sure to select the workout type that you're doing, and right after you're done working out, make sure that you put it back on your outdoor walk or indoor walk. Yeah, unfortunately, the Apple Watch needs to be charged every single night. Fortunately, this is a no. So you don't need to track any of your steps. We're just trying to measure how you move around and just your movements in general. So you don't need to reach a specific step goal. Yeah, so because we used a customized watch face, you may have just returned back to the default one. So just simply swipe from right to left and you'll just get back to our customized watch face. Yeah, so fortunately, you don't need to keep your Wi-Fi or your cellular on at all times because this actually drains your battery. So we recommend that you actually turn off your Wi-Fi or cellular and only turn it on when you're sending us the data through the main lab application. Yeah, so make sure that all your apps are closed before you open the main lab app. So you can do this by pressing the button below the crown on the watch on the right. Close all your open apps and now try opening the UVM Main Lab Health Monitor app again. So if you have any further questions, please contact our research team and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, thank you.